talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, they were physical. I mean, I said to the guys at half time, I don't think we won enough of the kind of battles in the midfield and kind of some of those loose balls. So yeah, I mean, that's something we probably have to do a little better of just kind of competing and fighting. But I think overall it's probably pretty even over the course of the game. I think we're kind of sitting there midway through the second half or just before the goal thinking it's probably going to be a 0-0 or a mistake, and then we end up making a mistake. So again, frustrating, disappointing to lose at home for sure, but just got to bounce back now.
So it's the first time you lost it. I know it's never a good feeling.
Right, yeah, no, it's disappointing. I mean, again, it's something we want to, something we take pride in is our home form, and something we've talked about is trying to make this place really hard to come to. And again, I think it wasn't a ton in the game. I don't think they outplayed us or we outplayed them. Again, it's just an even game that's kind of decided on one moment, one shot on target, if kind of my stats are correct. But yeah, listen, I mean, it was never going to be 100%, you know what I mean? So it's out the way now, and yeah, we just got to bounce back.
Chico had an opportunity there in that 79th minute.
Yeah, I mean, again, game of really few chances. Again, a mistake on our end gives them a chance to get one shot on target, and then we have a chance to respond a couple of minutes later. And I don't want to say when that missed that you feel like that's your chance missed, because there was still plenty of time. But again, they're pretty stingy defensively. We've tightened up defensively too, so there was never going to be a lot of clear-cut chances. So if they take theirs and you miss yours, then
they had a lot of touches in the box, and then also the high. Just talk about your press. It's been pretty effective at home, but tonight.
Yeah, we didn't look as sharp and as intense tonight. I think you got to give credit to them too. Like, they're pretty comfortable playing out the back, so they gave us, I don't want to say problems, but they gave us something to think about. We had to adjust a little bit, but I don't think they were hurting us necessarily. They were kind of building out a little bit, but they weren't really breaking us down and kind of creating chances out of it. It was just something for us to solve. And again, I don't think that's where the game was kind of won and lost. I do think we were a little bit sloppy in possession. We turned them over a few times, which is good. We had some moments where we could have been a little cleaner in the attacking half, the attacking third, that we didn't take advantage of. And again, game of just kind of tight margins. You need to kind of make those moments add up, and I don't think we did that tonight.
It reminds you of almost like the postseason match.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very similar game, honestly, to the game we played at the end of last season, where both teams are, want to win but don't want to lose. So again, I think I said it 3 or 4 times already. I mean, it was always going to come down to one moment, and if both teams kind of just stayed the course, it probably just would have finished 0-0. But yeah, they took their opportunities.
You guys have got a long road stretch now. Do you prefer to have those chunks of a stretch of games at home, a stretch of games away, or do you prefer it to be back-to-back or rotating?
It is what it is. I mean, it's, I think sometimes the road trips can drag a little bit, but I think we're used to it now as well. I mean, that's kind of how it's been for the last few years. So we just make the best of it regardless.
What was the message at halftime, Coach? I mean, it was a little lopsided possession-wise. Is that anything?
Yeah, I think number one, it was, again, I said, can we be more physical in the duels? I think we were losing a lot of those little second balls. Sometimes we're just we're trying to be too cute and trying to come away with the ball, and sometimes you just got to be stronger, and even if it's not pretty, you just got to be a little bit more aggressive in those moments. And then again, just be cleaner on the ball. Again, we had moments of half chances, opportunities to get into the final third and get into a crossing position or get into a 1v1, and the final ball just wasn't great. I can think of a couple. Max had a kind of breakaway in the middle of the field, and his ball out to Elliott doesn't make it. Elliott had a couple of 1v1s, which are great positions for him to be in, and he couldn't get his shot off. So yeah, just lacking that overall quality tonight. Again, their coach would probably say the same as well. Had it not finished 1-0, you know what I mean? It was just one of those games where very evenly matched. They tried to play out the back a little bit more. we wanted our possession higher up the field. So yeah, it's just kind of frustrating to be on the wrong side of it.
The Eastern Conference is pretty tight. No loss tonight. So you'll see that next week. Just your thoughts about the next matchup and the way things are going in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, it's tight. I mean, again, we can't get too down about one result. It's a long season. We'll have plenty of opportunities to put it right. Starting next week, it's going to be a tough game. But again, Louisville have lost a couple of games now, which maybe shows a little bit of frailty for them. So yeah, we just have to try and bounce back. We never want to lose 2 games on the run, so it's a good opportunity to try and bounce back against a good side. But yeah, it's a long season. I mean, tonight's disappointing. But we've got plenty of time to put it right.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I
Yes.
know you guys have been working for it.
Yes, for sure. So it's good to get that done and obviously have that out of the way, and then obviously just focus on the season.
Danny, just talk about this match tonight. It seemed like neither team really could get on kind of like dictate terms, but just talk about this type of match we're getting forward tonight.
For sure, I think the way we started the game, obviously both teams were high energy and buzzing around. No one had clear control. I think we started to get a little bit of control as the half went on, but obviously we're at home. We want to get possession a lot sooner, and possession in their half, not in our back line. So I think we can definitely do a better job of getting a hold of the game quicker. And obviously, we generated chances at the end, a couple close ones. Obviously, unfortunately, a mistake on the goal that we gave up. Other than that, I didn't feel like they had too much to really challenge the goal all night. So obviously, at home, we want to win every single time and get the big points in front of our fans.
What did you see in that goal? Soccer's made really individually strong play, but we for second
I think we tried to. I know they put the long ball over the top, and then I think we had 2 guys, and someone tried to clear it and kind of either cleared off of him or cleared off our other center back. Just obviously a favorite bounce to him, right into his path, and happened for him. So obviously unfortunate. We'll look back at the film, what we could have done better. Because obviously we're aware of his pace and the kind of player he is. So obviously an unlucky goal for us.
So your long ball that you guys typically play, it seemed like you didn't do that a lot this game. Was it their height? Was it their physicality? What was it that prevented you from doing that?
We definitely wanted to get a hold of the ball because we knew, obviously, we have the players in the attacking end that we can get on the ball a lot more than what we did in the first half. We started to see that towards the end of the second half when we really started to create chances and get more service in and get guys higher up the field. I think early on in the game we did play some long balls, but obviously we wanted to establish possession in their end and keep it a little bit longer in their end.
I also, as a Rob, I'll ask you, as a player, do you prefer to have these games, you've had a 3-game home stretch, now you've got 3 games on the road, do you prefer to have it that way of 2 chunks, or do you prefer to get back and forth, alternate weeks?
Obviously, you got to take the points everywhere you go, home and away. I think it's nice to have that stretch at home because we know you want to make the most of that 3-game stretch on the road, and then okay, now we're back home for 3 games as well. So you got to take the points. The points on the road is never easy. So you maximize the points there, and then you're like, all right, we're at home for 3 games. The expectation is 9 points, and obviously, we didn't get the 3 points tonight, so it'll be disappointing. And just back to the chopping blocks, and obviously have a tough matchup this Saturday. And obviously, we're looking to get 3 points on the road.
What about the squad rotation and obviously next man up, especially the guys behind you, and how they've been working with you?
For sure, there's a lot of depth in this team. I think every week guys make it hard for the coaches to make a decision because there's a lot of players in every position. So I think guys are familiar, guys know the way we want to press, guys can play multiple positions. So it's good to have that because in a week you have guys pushing. No one's playing spot is safe. You got to work hard to earn that spot on the weekend, and that will ultimately drive us further as the season goes, and obviously extend the season.
Good.
Thanks, Danny.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you, guys.